Hello everyone, so today I'm looking at what might be an alternative to the Schmincke's cochineal red, which was in only one of the retro sets that I bought recently and that I put on video. So it was this set here, which came with the cochineal red, which is this one here. And quite rightly, some of you mentioned that it's not particularly light fast. I absolutely adore it though, and thank you to those of you who told me that it was available on Jackson's and that you could buy the 15mm cochineal red on its own. I've gone ahead and bought two because I think it's the most fantastic colour, and I can't find another colour that I have that is anything like it. Now, I don't actually sell many of my original paintings. I tend to do a print, get prints made, or they're paintings for myself. So it's not a problem to me that this is not particularly light fast, but I know that it is to some people. So I have swatched out the Schmincke's cochineal red here, and then I tried some other colours. So I'm going to bring these up a bit closer so we can see the cochineal red there. Now, I tried quinacridone coral by Michael Harding, and as you can see, that got a big cross next to it. Far too orangey, far too warm. Tried Daniel Smith's quinacridone rose, but that, as you can see, is far too pink. Then we've got Schmincke's carmine. Now, if you look at that and the cochineal red, and if I go down lower, you can see that those two are very similar. So for those of you that are looking for something else that is a bit more light fast, Schmincke's carmine, which is PV19 and is 4 out of 5 light fastness, I would say is quite a good match. I tried Winsor & Newton's permanent alizarin crimson, but that didn't, it was yeah, how can I put it? Well, it just wasn't. We've got Jackson's carmine, which if I move across you can see the two here, cochineal and Jackson's carmine, is not bad. That's also PV19 and it's top light fastness 3 out of 3. Then I tried Core's permanent alizarin crimson. Let's get that out. But you can see that that's maybe watered down. It's not too bad, but it's not there. Schmincke's Perylin maroon and also Schmincke's Perylin violet. They didn't really match. Schmincke's Bordeaux, well, I guess if you just look at this end where it's much more watered down, there is a similarity. So if you look, if I pop it down, you can see that there is some similarity. But as far as I can see, it's really the two carmines that are closest to the cochineal red, and also they are at least pretty light fast. So I thought that that might be of interest to some of you. There are probably other PV19s. PV19 is used in quite a lot of reds. So, I mean, it basically can be a very pinky colour, through to a crimson, through to even a violet, if you like. So it is used in a lot of quinacridone reds and quinacridone roses, quinacridone violets even. I'm not sure how light fast it is, but the alizarin crimson quinacridone in brackets by Da Vinci looks like it might be a good match. I just don't have that colour. And you would need to check the light fastness on Da Vinci's website. But alizarin crimson quinacridone in brackets by Da Vinci, it's also a PV19, and that could also be quite a good match. There is a lot of information about PV19 on Jane Blundell's website, the artist Jane Blundell. Some of you may have heard of her. Daniel Smith have sets of her colours in, and she's done lots of swatching on her website. So there's a whole heap of information on PV19, and there is also a whole section on red watercolours. So PR177, which is like an alizarin crimson, sadly, and yeah, PR83, which is the original, I think, alizarin crimson. They are not particularly light fast, much like the Schmincker's cochineal red. So yeah, you might want to avoid those. But I can put the links to both of those pages on Jane Blundell's website, which might be helpful for some of you, particularly if you were, well, I quite like those colours in those retro sets, but I don't want to use the cochineal red, particularly if you sell your original artwork. So that is that. Just a quick comparison with some of the reds that I had, and I think it quickly became clear to me that probably there are other carmines in other brands that are PV19s that might well very much match this Schmincker's cochineal red. Some of you may have already done some testing for yourselves. Let me know how you got on. What did you find? Did you find anything different from me? So there we go. That's that. I will just briefly share with you a couple of bits that I got for Christmas. Very lucky girl that I am. So one of the things that I got was this watercolor sketchbook. It's by Lavender Green Books, and it's called Summer Leaves, and the name of the artist is Lisa Jones. So this is a handmade watercolor book with a beautiful ribbon around it. You can see the stitching here, and the ribbon has been popped inside the stitching there so it stays. And on the cover, this is all beautifully hand painted, and the watercolor paper is 300 GSM cold pressed, and it's got the lovely, what do you call them, like decal edges, isn't it? This is an A5 size, and I think it was roughly about £10, something like that. So I will put the, oops, let's get that in screen. I will put the link to that from Etsy if any of you are interested. And then this little dinky thing is from Peg and All. There we go, Peg and All. I have several of their pencil cases, and I also have the Sendak that is theirs, which I'm pretty sure I've put on other videos. But I have now filled this little beauty, this little travel palette with 6 colours, and the colours that I've chosen to put in there are Michael Harding's Titanium Buff, Quin Bronze, Sepia, Indigo, Cobalt Teal and Holbein's Bright Rose. And some of you will remember, if I bring it back again, I swatched these colours out across the top here, and then these are some beautiful mixes that you get with these 6 colours. So I decided I would make this very small little 6 colour palette with these. And then I also picked out some luminance pencils that I thought would go nicely. Yellow ochre, olive brown 10%, sepia, Prussian blue, chrysocolla blue and quinacridone purple. Because and I've put those in this little pencil case that I really can't remember where I got it from, sorry, but any pencil case would do, wouldn't it? So I've put those colours in there, and then I shall put my little watercolour in there as well, and maybe a couple of water brushes and a little sponge or something, and that will make a really nice little kit to take out and about with me. I really like the Peg and All. I know that they are quite a lot of money. I will put a link to it. But they just ooze art and artistry to me. I just love the feel of them all. They're wood and leather and yeah, waterproof canvas, that kind of thing. So yeah, I was a very lucky girl to get this beautiful watercolour sketchbook and this lovely little palette as part of my Christmas presents this year. So I thought I would just briefly share that. It is a very quick video in between Christmas and New Year. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all keeping well and healthy, and I know that it can be a difficult time for some people, but yeah, just thinking of those maybe that aren't around us anymore sometimes as well. But yeah, all of you take care, and let me know what you'd like to see in the new year. Put your comments below and I'll do my best. So until next time, yeah, if I don't, well, I won't see you before or speak to you before. So happy, healthy and good luck for the next year.